Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, a small industrial city that carried with it both the promise of hard work and the burden of poverty. He was the eighth of 10 children in the Jackson family, a household filled with both strict discipline and musical energy. His father, Joseph Jackson, worked long shifts at the steel mills but had always harbored dreams of being a musician himself. His mother, Catherine, was deeply religious and nurtured her children with the warmth of faith and gospel traditions. Together, they created an environment where music was not just a pastime but a lifeline. Instruments were scattered throughout the house, and the sound of singing often filled the walls. But alongside the joy of music came the demanding presence of a father who wanted to push his children to succeed where he had not. Michael's earliest years were marked by both playfulness and extraordinary talent. Even as a toddler, he imitated the moves of James Brown and Jackie Wilson, moving with a rhythm that seemed beyond his years. His brothers, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, and Marlon, had already formed a small group, performing in local talent shows and small venues under the watchful eye of their father. When Michael was invited to join, his charisma and voice immediately transformed the group. His ability to sing with raw emotion, combined with an electrifying stage presence, set him apart. By the time he was only 6 years old, Michael was not just part of the group, he was its undeniable star. The group became known as the Jackson 5. Their rehearsals were grueling, often running late into the night under Joseph's stern supervision. Mistakes were not tolerated, and Michael later spoke of the fear he sometimes felt under his father's strictness. But those long hours of practice crafted a polished, professional sound that would soon propel them far beyond the neighborhoods of Gary. In 1968, the Jackson 5 auditioned for Motown Records, and Berry Gordy, the label's visionary leader, immediately recognized their potential. He signed them, and the family relocated to Los Angeles, stepping into a world that was worlds away from the steel mills of Indiana. Success came quickly. In 1969, their debut single, I Want You Back, soared to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Michael, only 11 years old, was suddenly the lead voice behind a record that the entire nation was dancing to. What followed was an unprecedented run of hits, ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There, all topping the charts and making the Jackson 5 a household name. The world watched in awe as a child with a radiant smile and soulful voice commanded the stage with the confidence of an adult entertainer. Michael's voice had a purity and depth that belied his age, and his dancing was a dazzling blend of energy, improvisation, and precision.